What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update as it's finally happened to the supposed special counsel Jack Smith, guys. He's having to stand toe-to-toe, face-to-face with all the madness that he's created with these charade cases that he has aimed at Donald Trump in order to interfere with the 2024 elections, guys. We got that Judge Eileen Cannon now aiming it at Jack Smith, challenging him on what we've all been wondering about, the legitimacy of his appointment by Attorney General Merrick Garland, guys. She's going down that dark road that we've all been wondering why we haven't had any justices or representative coming after Jack Smith about the legitimacy of his appointment by Attorney General Merrick Garland, guys. I'm excited to get into the update, see exactly what the judge discovered. So when I get straight into the clips, I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end. So guys, get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight into the news. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Yo, let's get into it, y'all.
Illegally appointed Jack Smith. That's right. Merrick Garland just made up his own rules, appointed him using magic. In the name of magic, I appoint you, Jack Smith, because it was not legal. Now, Aileen Cannon, Judge Aileen Cannon, has a little something to say right back to Jack Smith. Oh, you gave me some trouble? How about I give you some trouble? Let's read the article over in enemy territory on CNN. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where we celebrate the complete incompetence of Democrats that are going to get Trump elected. But this is about lawfare. And normally, you know, as a Christian, we don't practice revenge as an act of hate, but as a tactic for the greater good. This is like just war theory. You know, you have to escalate against the Democrats and do this back to them, or they will not stop. This is how you stop them from ruining your country. You have to hit them, and then they will reverse. Otherwise, if you let them get away with it, you will reward their behavior, and they'll continue, and you'll be the cause of their illegal tearing apart of our country. Here's CNN. Judge Aileen Cannon rips up court schedule in Mar-a-Lago case in ways that benefit Trump. There we go. Judge Aileen Cannon is again ripping up the court schedule in former President Donald Trump's classified documents case, pushing some of the legal questions that have been before her for months, even further down the road. I think she's pushing them down to about the year 3570. Good. Cannon is planning on holding a sprawling hearing on Trump's request to declare Jack Smith's appointment as special counsel invalid, signaling she would be more willing than any other trial judge to veto the special prosecutor's authority. Why wouldn't the other trial judges be willing to reject him, to veto him, his appointment? Oh, because they're all Democrat and they don't follow the rules. They don't care about the rule of law. And they're only using this to destroy Trump's chance of being president. The planned hearing also adds a new, unusual twist in the federal criminal case against the former president. Cannon on Tuesday said that a variety of political partisans and constitutional scholars not otherwise involved with the case can join in the oral arguments later this month. Come on in. Now, that's CNN calling them names, by the way. It's not, she did not say, oh, a variety of political partisans and constitutional scholars may join us. That's how CNN put it. Okay, it's an extraordinary elevation of arguments in a criminal case filed a year ago this week that likely won't see trial until next year, if at all. We've been covering this stuff, guys, for over a year right here in Exile. And if you've been following this channel, then you don't have to worry about the spin of the news because we unspin it and just give you the facts. Wednesday, Cannon went further, adding a hearing on a gag order request from prosecutors to limit Trump's rhetoric about law enforcement and allotting more time to hear arguments on the special counsel issue. She goes, oh yeah, that should take a lot more time to see if we need to gag order Trump. Good idea, Jack Smith. So glad you brought it to me. And then she pushes the date back because all they want to do is try and get this thing to court by the election, before the election. Cannon will hear arguments on those issues on the week of June 21st. That's coming up this month, as well as on the effort by Trump to throw out evidence in his case. that was gathered by the FBI in its 2022 search of Mar-a-Lago, where Merrick Garland took pictures of Melania Trump's underwear because he is a weirdo. And Barron Trump's underwear, making Merrick Garland even worse of a weirdo. Or provided his former attorney, Evan Corcoran, to a grand jury at the same time she delayed other hearings without setting a new date. Now, you guys saw clips of Massey questioning Merrick Garland, saying, when did you get permission to appoint Jack Smith? See, this is illegal. So she is starting to make signals that she might be able to veto his entire job and just say, you don't have the authority to even be here and run the investigation that you ran.
Was Jack Smith nominated by President Biden or confirmed by the U.S. Senate?
Look, you're asking me about a case, again, motions filed.
This is a simple question.
No, I'm not.
Was Jack Smith nominated by President Biden?
No, he was not.
Was he confirmed by the Senate?
No, he was not.
The calendar shuffling is the latest example of Cannon's approach so far to the national security case, scheduling hours in court for arguments that other courts have mostly denied and pushing off resolution of various legal matters for months. Yeah, the other ones all just went straight to Trump is guilty. They didn't even bother with a hearing. Challenges to special counsel's office have failed nationwide. Similar challenges from Trump and other high-level targets of special counsel probes have flopped from coast to coast in recent years. Hunter Biden's attorney didn't get anywhere with judges in the Los Angeles and Delaware. Paul Manafort's arguments fell flat when the former Trump campaign chairman challenged special counsel Robert Mueller's authority. And Andrew Miller, a former associate of Roger Stone, also lost his challenge to Mueller's authority. Even with other federal trial judges allowing special counsel's criminal prosecutions, okay, just because other ones were allowed, Jack Smith, Cannon could rule differently. Oh, because she's an honest judge. That could bring out a different result. They're right. Good job, CNN. I'm happy you're coming along. Here's a Scooby snap. Whoopsh. Cannon's signal of willingness to entertain challenges to the special counsel comes in the same week Republicans are bearing down on Attorney General Merrick Garland for his use of special counsels.
When was the special counsel statute passed?
There is no special counsel statute. There was an independent counsel statute that was expired.
So it expired. So what gives you the authority to appoint a special counsel? You've created an office in the U.S. government that does not exist without authorization from Congress.
The issue now before Cannon in the Southern District of Florida federal court is likely to remain in the political debate, at least until Cannon holds a hearing on the legal power of the special counsel to prosecute a defendant on June 21st. Cannon has already taken a drastically different track from the other trial level federal judges who have handled criminal cases charged by recent special counsel's offices, of which there have been 5 since Trump became president. Because it's an election year, the Democrats got to try and kick them up. They got to stack up these court cases. 2 former Republican appointed U.S. attorneys general, Edwin Meese and Michael Mukasey, are part of the groups of the so-called Friends of the Court that side with Trump and whom Cannon will hear from. The 3 groups will be allowed to argue in addition to Justice Department and defendants' lawyers for 30 minutes each, according to their court record. Now, Ed Meese was the first one I believe he's from Reagan era, was the first to bring up this idea that Jack Smith was not legally appointed. So that's what Ed Massey was talking about on the Congress floor. They are questioning him. Merrick Garland, how did you commit a crime to ever get this guy in there? By the way, because we're doing lawfare now, I highly suggest Trump, when you become president, that you look into Merrick Garland illegally appointing Jack Smith. Now, it would be ridiculous, of course, to send them to jail because that would be political lawfare. But that's how we do things now, Trump. You send these guys to jail. Only pick a Department of Justice, a head of Department of Justice, who will jail these guys. And the jury of their peers, when they do jury of their peers, here's the ones I want on the jury. I want Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, Gavin McInnes, Ben Shapiro. We're going to unite all of the right, my people. We want Candace Owens on the jury. I should be on the jury. That is going to be the jury of Jack Smith and Merrick Garland's peers. It's going to have Margie Taylor Greene. It's going to have Carrie Lake on the jury. We're going to move this venue, by the way, to Florida or to Arizona. Let's move it to Texas. Let's move it to Oklahoma. And that will be their jury of their peers, because that's what they do. So now that's how we do it.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there and check that out, also you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. Talk about the walls coming crashing down for that guy Jack Smith. The supposed special counsel and his illegitimate appointment is now coming straight to the forefront. All in the spotlight, guys. We've been saying this entire time. Jack Smith has no merit to be bringing about these charade cases against Donald Trump, guys. His office holds no weight. He doesn't have any authority to be bringing about cases at all. And we can obviously see Attorney General Merrick Garland sweating bullets over there on the House floor as Thomas Massey's now coming at him because he knows he's guilty, of creating Jack Smith's office out of thin air. The appointment of Jack Smith was so illegitimate. It was illegal. It was never approved or confirmed by the Senate. Never went through Congress, and Joe Biden never stamped off on this one. So Jack Smith's office holds no merit, holds no authority to be bringing about these charade cases, and it's all coming backfiring right in their faces, guys. So glad we got Judge Eileen Cannon there. Very impartial judge who is going to err on the side of justice. Judge Eileen Cannon is not opposed to hearing out arguments, motions from both sides. Jack Smith, the prosecution, and Trump in the defense, where Jack Smith is arguing that, he needs to put a gag order. There needs to be a gag order on President Donald Trump because of the way he is speaking on this case. Judge Eileen Cannon saying, hey, I'll take that into consideration, and I'll also take into consideration the legitimacy of your appointment that Trump has been arguing this entire time. So now we got that potential gag order fighting against the legitimacy of Jack Smith's appointment to his spot by Merrick Garland. I don't know, guys. It seems like Jack Smith is going to get the short end on this one. He's definitely not going to be able to get a gag order granted. This is what he wants. He's seen it happen over in that charade case, State of New York, hush money trial, where Judge Juan Merchan was like, I'm going to gag Trump and his counsel. No one be able to speak otherwise or tell the truth about what's actually going on in my courts. Jack Smith got a bright idea and thought, hey, maybe I'll be able to do the same thing down here in Florida, make this thing speed up even more. But got Judge Eileen Cannon, who was a very impartial judge. This strategy of Jack Smith's may have worked if he had a little bit more of a judge that was on his side, or on the side of corruption and not on the side of justice. But Judge Eileen Cannon has stood strong on her stance to say that I'm going to act impartially amongst this case. She slammed down on motions from both sides, both parties, even Donald Trump. Everyone on the left is trying to say that she is politically motivated and she's erring on the side of Donald Trump. No, guys, we can see that she is very impartial. She's just trying to get to the bottom of this. She's letting Lady Justice be blind. And of course, Jack Smith is trying to rush her through this. And every time she gets any sense or feels that pushiness of Jack Smith's, where she slows it down even more, takes a step back out of the situation, and she tries to analyze even further why Jack Smith would want to be pushing this hard, or try to get this gag order on Donald Trump. We're seeing it all backfiring here, guys. It's hitting on him and his boss, Merrick Garland. We're now seeing questions on the House floor as well as in court. Jack Smith, guys, definitely out in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on what this will all be chalked up to. I don't know, guys. Seems like Jack Smith is heading straight down that road to doom, guys. He's going to get kicked out of that spot. Special counsel, he doesn't even really hold right now. The illegitimate appointment is definitely going to hold him up, get him kicked out of what he doesn't even have right now, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know, guys. You see Jack ending up with Jack getting tossed out of that seat onto his head, alongside of his boss being held accountable for his actions of the illegitimate appointment in the first place, bringing about this weaponized agent against Donald Trump, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. And also make sure you guys hit that share button. Share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost one thing. You guys hit that like button for your boy. Also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.